Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about music production and sound for the future of music, specifically the next 25 years. First, we're going to talk about the past with music. So, music was introduced a long time ago, as you well know, and there was only one speaker once you could finally record music. So, everything was mixed mono. So, there was only one speaker, therefore, everything would come out together. So, you would mix it all right, and you would just get your levels set so that something you wanted something louder, you could get it louder. But if you had a lot of instruments together, it would kind of get jumbled up in the mix, and you might not be able to hear certain instruments. You might be able to hear some louder. So in the 60s, some bands started playing with stereo. So what stereo allows is two speakers, but with those two speakers you can get different instruments coming out of each side. So you can pan a guitar left or right, and then if you have two guitars, you can hear one on the left side, one on the right side, and it just gives you more space within music. So with that, it allows a lot more options with recording and what you can get out of a song and different stuff like that. That's why bands like the Rolling Stones and other ones started playing with this in recording, because you could just do a lot more with it and with production. Now, the only thing you can really think of that would be left is 360 sound after stereo. So in the 70s, some people tried playing with quadraphonic and binaural sounds. Well, it didn't really work with music. Quadraphonic means that you can have four speakers and you can mix to all four speakers, which is a great concept, but to be honest, it never really hit traction. So in the 70s, some more people started playing around, and Dolby created their split sound system, and they introduced it on the movie Superman in the 70s. It worked great with movies, and from there, it kind of started pushing people to explore the different stuff. You started getting 5-to-1 systems and 7-to-1 systems, which work great with movies, and they hit a lot of traction with movies, but they didn't really hit with sound, with just music, like I said, movies. But they didn't really hit a lot of traction with music, so people would introduce them into their living room systems and stuff like that, and started using them for their home theaters, but just never really worked for music. Then we get Dolby Atmos. Dolby Atmos worked great, and like I said, it hit a lot of traction, but with movies. Didn't really get a lot of traction with music until just recently. And what Dolby Atmos offers is 360 sound, so you can mix stuff everywhere and you feel it. Now, when platforms like Amazon Music started using Atmos on mixes, it was great. And when Apple introduced their AirPod Maxes that had Dolby Atmos compatibility, we knew Apple was on board. Apple being on board means that it's going to hit across all platforms, because Apple is really the leader with everything electronics. And if you deny that, I don't really know what to tell you, but you're wrong. So when Apple got on board with this, they made it mandatory just recently that if you were going to release a new song on Apple Music, you had to have Dolby Atmos compatibility on one mix. Therefore, it's the future. No more mono and stereo. Dolby Atmos is the future of music. You can now record songs and do anything with it. You can pick two guitars, you can spin them around in a room, you can put one up top, you can feel a bass drop from your head to your feet, and you can feel it all the way from top to bottom, and it can come back up. I mean, it's unlimited. You can have two drum kits in the same room and spin them around in circles, and it doesn't matter. You'll be able to hear it perfectly. If you try doing that with mono, it would never work. You would just hear two drum kits, and they would all sound mashed up together. With Dolby Atmos, it's the future. Record labels are going back through their catalog and remixing all of their songs with an Atmos mix. Anything with music that you can think of, Dolby Atmos can allow it, and it'll sound great. That's why Dolby Atmos is the future of music production and sound.